Hey, Gatekeepers! Welcome back to Weekly Soap Chronicles, your one-stop shop for all the drama, twists, and jaw-dropping moments from beyond the gates. I'm your girl Phil, and today we're diving into episode 151. But first, I need you to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a recap with a little bit of flair. Let's get into it. So we start off with Dani and Andre at Uptown. Dani meets Andre, and guess what? He's decided he wants to stay married. Whew. Now that's a relief for Dani because, let's be real, she wasn't sure which way he was leaning. But here's the kicker. Andre admits he had a little chat with Ted, but instead of clarity, he ran into Ashley and realized his past with her is officially over. I hope so. Please let it be so. But wait, it gets juicier. Andre starts questioning Dani's commitment. Why? Because Hayley, yes, little Miss Hayley, was at Uptown stirring the pot, making Andre think Dani still hung up on Bill. Well, she is a little bit, right? Did Dani go see Bill? She said yes. I was there and gave him a birthday present. It was one that I had last year, but then right after we got divorced. Andre is not thrilled, and honestly, can you blame him? He says, Dani, I need more than just space in your closet. I need space in your heart and mind. Dani tries to reassure him, even asks him to move in. Andre say that's cool, but I think I'm going to keep my condo. Smart move, Andre. Smart move. So then we check in on Bill, who's having his own existential crisis. Caroline stops by his office and they chat about Dani's little birthday gift drop-off. Caroline reminds Bill that Hayley is shrewd and Dani's been trying to make his marriage all about her. And the fact that Hayley would not appreciate the fact that Dani came to the office to give it to him. And then we get a glimpse into Bill's mind. He starts reminiscing about how he fell for Dani the moment he saw her. But then when Naomi brought her little friend to the office, then I couldn't get Hayley out the picture. Now he's feeling like he's lost his edge. Caroline gives him a much needed reality check and says to him, decide who you want. It's either your ex-wife or your current wife. And you can see the wheels turning in Bill's head. So who's it gonna be, Bill? Okay, Dani or Hayley? Is Hayley getting on your nerve enough to go back to Dani, or what? Meanwhile, over at the hospital, Kat is catching up with her mom, Nicole. She brings her the latest Chelsea Cat handbag and drops the bombshell that she and Tomas are back together. She was furious with Tomas until she realized that love is complicated. Girl, please. Tomas is not the one for Kat at all, and she is just delulu if she think that her and Tomas are on the same page. Please. Then, of course, she starts to vent about Eva. Eva's evil and she came here for one purpose, yada, yada, yada. Her same battle cry since the beginning of the season. And what me and Tomas have is real. Okay. Nicole offers to reserve judgment. Kat thinks Nicole should give Ted another chance. And Nicole doesn't think their situations are even comparable. But Kat is like, well, Dad is trying. And what he did happened 20 years ago. He ain't doing nothing now. He trying to redeem himself. But of course, Nicole is like, oh no, baby girl. Daddy done slept with that Leslie again in recent weeks. What? Yes. Oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me. I am not, because your dad admitted it. Oh, I got to go talk to him now. Meanwhile, Leslie shows up in Ted's office in her old waitress uniform and announces that she got some pie that will melt in his mouth. He tells her it's a little premature for Halloween. Okay, side note, they have Ted acting so lame when it comes to Leslie. I mean, he literally has no fight, no control over her, and he is just so weak, and it just, it boggles the mind how they got him acting. Jeez. Besides all that, she saw him cozying up to that human dumpster fire at Orphe Jeans. Of course, she's referring to June. And he, of course, was like, June? Ain't nothing going on with me and June. She just a real sweet lady. You know what I'm talking about? He tries showing her the door, but always fails. She keeps trying to tempt him. Ted tries to back off of her, but then she pulls him down on the desk. And of course, right at that moment, Kat walks into the office and sees them. What the heck is going on? Leslie says she giving Ted the daily special. Ted orders Leslie out. Leslie says she'll see him later back at the hotel, Teddy Bear, to finish their role-playing session. She'll bring the whipped cream because he already got the chocolate sauce. Once Leslie's gone, Ted tries to explain. Let me just explain what happened. Nothing happened with me and Leslie. And then Kat is like, Mom told me you slept with that garden tool, and now I catch you in some OnlyFans role-playing scene. Oh my goodness, she thought he was better than this. Of course he is, but again, just weak around Leslie. Leslie then eventually runs into Nicole at the elevator and asks if she's going down. Of course, Nicole is like, I'll take the next one. And then, of course, when she gets in the elevator, Leslie gonna say, Ted really wore me out. Girl, bye. And finally, the truth about Hayley is revealed. Hayley goes to see Randy at the casino and tells him they need to knock the legs out of Bill. After all she been through with him, he ain't even finna play her like that. He's still treating her like a trophy, but she's on to him. She admits she's never loved the man and that all of this is a con. The whole marriage is a hustle. But his ex-wife, Dani, keep weaseling her way back in as they get close to taking Bill for all he's got. Hayley thinks she deserves a medal for sleeping with the man, although the bang bang was pretty good. Then she and Randy recall the other men they've conned. She marries them, drains their accounts, and disappears. She never expected these Fairmont Crest people to be so insufferable and wishes she targeted Joey instead. Okay, side note, now you would think that Bill would have done a background check on Hayley. But I guess he was just looking at this fine little young tenderoni and all that went out the window. Okay? But he definitely doing background checks on on Jacob for Naomi. And I'm not sure if he did a background check on Medicine. But still, you know what I'm saying? Then, of course, Randy says to her, Joey was the wrong person you should have been trying to target. Okay? He is not the one to play with. So Bill was the obvious and right choice. Now, Hayley thought Dani was a runway relic, but it turns out she's just a cockroach that won't go away. She keep getting in the way, which is why Hayley was constantly, tell her to leave us alone. Talk to her. She's always there. What's going on? Okay? She done worked hard for her money, and they need to get it before Dani decides she wants Bill back. Randy urges her to not doubt the plan. Then they rehash how Bill was smitten with the baby bug, and she's already faked the pregnancy twice. That led him to make deposits in a college fund. Dani has been whispering in Bill's ear to undermine this because, of course, Dani was like, the chick is lying, Bill. She is not pregnant, okay? She only managed to stop the suspicions by faking the miscarriage. They remember how Randy had to get her some fake DNA for the scam. He says being Joey's right hand does have its perks. He smuggled the fake DNA into the women's restroom at Uptown and posed as Sammy the Good Samaritan to take her to the hospital. Now remember, she sat up there and she said, yeah, then I could just start an argument with Dani, and then all of a sudden my stomach will start hurting. You know what I'm talking about? So they had it all planned. The fake baby went bye-bye, and Bill was none the wiser. And as a bonus, Dani and Naomi felt guilty about it. Now they have to focus on her disappearing act. They look at old fake IDs. Oh, remember Roberta? Oh yeah, I remember Roberta. Okay. Hayley says Bill deserves something special for his birthday. And again, she admits the bang bang was good, but she still wants her payout. And Randy thinks they need to rush it. Now, Hayley has something else in mind other than draining his accounts, because that's going to take too long. Okay? Bill Hamilton must die, she says. And Randy says, that ain't what we do. We ain't trying to do all that. But she said no, because he has a $10 million life insurance policy with me as the beneficiary. This could be the end of it all. I could just rest and relax because I am exhausted with hustling these men. Okay? This would be her best and last grift. Now the cousins talk about how to do it. She says they can't botch it and it needs to look natural. She said, you know what? I need something tasteless and odorless. Okay? And Randy said, oh, I can make that happen. She assures him that once she get her payout, he will get his cut and she'll be out the country. As soon as Hayley leaves, Randy makes a call to get the poison. Now Hayley goes home and tells Bill she feels terrible about that fight earlier. Would you forgive me? And then he says, well, actually Caroline gave me a wake-up call today, and I meant every word of our wedding vows. They hug, and then Hayley says, till death do us part, as she looks into the camera with a sly grin on her face. Ooh, now CBTG, that's what I'm talking about. Make these storylines intriguing. Okay? I am here for this one. Any rate, Gatekeepers, that's a wrap on episode 151 of Beyond the Gates. And what did you think of this episode? Who do you think will come on top? Will Dani and Andre make it work? Will Bill figure out Hayley's plan before it's too late? And what's next for Kat and her messy family? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Until next time, keep the drama alive. And I'll see you back here next time. Bye.